Hey, and welcome to Be Inspired with Amber. I'm your Puerto Rican mommy with a sprinkle of French, and I just want to bring in part two of my working with the pendulum. And before that, hey, baby noir, say hi to everybody. Hello, baby. Why don't you say hi? No, 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 right there, right there. Look at right there, sweetie. Look at right there. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, I've been brushing her teeth because she's just, if you don't brush their teeth, their teeth get all messy and get dark. Yeah. So I have to start brushing her teeth um, because I don't want to have her under anesthesia or anything to have any other, a veterinarian clean her teeth because with all of that, they could actually die weeks later, or whatever. I just don't trust. Currently, I'm not trusting of anybody, veterinarians, doctors, or anything. There are a few out there that are pretty good, but currently, right now, it's hard for me to trust. So that is why. And I did her hair. I combed it, and I did some type of braid, didn't I, my sweetheart? Aren't you precious? Aren't you mommy's baby? She knows she's my baby. Okay, honey, I'm gonna let you go back to your bed, okay? Go back to your little donut bed. Okay, honey. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go back to the bed. Good girl. Yeah, I had to fix. Okay, hon. Go back. Okay. So how are you? I have to put this because then, all of this. All of these sisters, if you know what I mean. All right. So how are you today? And how are you this evening? Tonight I had a long day working. It's always difficult to do something when you're working, especially the spiritual stuff, right? It's What did you put in your mouth? Hmm? I hope it's a kibble. Okay, sorry about that. All right. All right. First of all, this is going to be part two. If you didn't watch the other segment that I did, the first one I did, and this is going to be, I haven't wrote nothing down. However, yeah, the sage still burning a little bit. Sage is burning just a bit. I try to sage daily, I love the smell of sage. It's really good. Okay, all in all, I'm going to clear the air and straighten myself out here in this chair. Sweetie, what you doing? Oh, she's having kibbles. I'm going to straighten myself out here. And I'm going to basically clear the area and bring up our vibes. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I just want to make sure that everything's out the way. Do apologize for that. I'm working with a small space here. Okay. Bringing up the energies. Okay, I don't know if it has like a little dissonance to it. If I heard a little dissonance, well, I probably have to work more on my singing bowl, right? I have to practice a little more, yeah. But, yeah, she's munching on her kibbles too. I hardly don't give her kibbles, but when she's hungry, boy, she eats her kibbles. Okay. Today, I'm going to ask, because I did ask about, a few people asked me about, what was I talking about when I said if the children went to the moon on the med beds. And what I was talking about, yes, that there is life in the moon. There has been. Basically, astronauts never landed on the moon. That was a bunch of shift, right? A bunch of shift. That wasn't realistic. However, there are labs out there, and there are alliances helping the children, those children who were saved by the ones that were caught, saved from the dumps, that were abused. They were brought up, and it was hard for them to breathe, because if you're so far gone into the dumps, feet down, when you come up, it's hard for you to breathe, to get your oxygen. So basically, they were, a lot of them, so I did my research, were in the moon, went to the moon, and were offered, or not offered, were, they have med beds in the moon, and they were able to use the med beds in the moon and get some assistance from the Alliance or the Offworlders. Okay, with that, I'm going to ask my pendulum if this is true. Is it true that children who were saved, that were inside the dumps, did they go to the moon and were assisted by the Alliance and or Offworlders? Is this true? Okay, it's saying yes, as you see. That is true. That is true. Okay. Stop. Those children who went to the moon on the med beds, how much is the percentage of those children that went up there that came out of there alive? Was it 100% of the children that went there, did they come out of that alive? It says yes. So basically, the Offworlders have, since they've evolved, they know how to use their power, okay? Their DNA is activated. However, with us as human beings, our DNA isn't fully activated. And I was talking about last time, I was saying that when we have the solar flares in full throttle, that we too will be activated. As to the percentage of the activation, as to how much will we be using, I have no idea. But I'm going to ask, okay? All right. With the solar flares, God, my background, the bottom of these chair legs are so slippery. Okay, with the solar flares coming out really soon, hopefully next year in full throttle, how much of the DNA will it be activating? Will it be 100% activation for everyone? No. Okay, stop. Will it be 90%? Said yes, 90% of the activation. Will everyone be activated 90%? No. Stop. Will everyone be activated at least 10%? Yes. Okay, the minimum will be activated 10%. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to ask my holy divine Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, please guide me. I should have asked you guys before, but I always give you permission to always protect me. All the wonderful, heavenly, positive beings that are in no physical body, please surround me and protect me 24/7. I give you my permission 24/7. Okay, my question was, and I'm going to ask this for myself, okay? All right. Will I be going into the fourth dimension soon? Yes. Stop. Am I in the fourth dimension? It says yes. Okay. Am I 5-10% in the fourth dimension? It said yes. Will I be at 100% fourth dimension when this is all out? It said yes. Okay. Will I also be in the fifth dimension? It said yes. Will I be in the fifth dimension 20% of the time? No. 10% of the time? Yes. It said I'll be in the fifth dimension 10% of the time. Okay. Will it be during my sleep that I'll be in the fifth dimension? No. Will it be during waking hours? It said maybe. So probably it'll be a combination. I'll probably go visit my dad. I'll probably go visit loved ones. It could be my great grandmother, if she hasn't reincarnated or if she chose to be, in that realm of helping others. It's just so much that we have to choose from, right? We have to choose from as angelic beings once we leave this 3D body. And as we progress and we move along, we are moving out of these 3D, this, let's say the matrix, because we need these 3D bodies, right? We need these dense matter, this matter. We need this physical for right now, right? We need this so that we can show proof that we can have heaven on earth, or basically have or do things with spirit, so that we won't tire our bodies so much, right? So we won't tire our bodies so much. Okay, I want to ask a few more questions about the solar flares, because I know that so many people are curious as to if this is going to pan out. If this is going to pan out, it's great. If not, at least I tried, but let's ask. Okay, will the solar flares make you younger physically? It said yes. Stop. Will it heal those people who've been experiencing problematic physicalities or challenging health issues? Will it help them as well? Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to stop here. All right. And I'm going to revert that question. And I just wanted to comment something about what I heard. Like one of my favorite psychologists, clinical psychologist, is his name is Peter Jordan, right? Is it Peter Jordan or Jordan Peterson? He's a clinical psychologist. And I was like, so surprised that he made a comment as to what Trump should have not done, and not trying to mix this politically, because in reality this is not politically, because Trump is not political. He's more a business person who's been who's saved a lot of children, right? And who's done all he could and has made a lot of good decisions in order to bring down the system that was corrupted. And it still is bringing it down. It's not done. So anyways, he basically stated that he had I didn't, rather it's true or rather it's done for propaganda. He basically stated that something psychological about how he was acting like 10 or 11 years old, which I thought was uncalled for, because Trump has never stated uh, anything negative about him. I mean, if you're a clinical psychologist, stay in that realm. Don't try to overpower somebody, because you don't know how difficult it's been as far as being president. Because currently, right now, President Trump is still president. Okay, he's still the president, whether he's being seen or not. But however, the alliance has been handling it. However, he's done the best he's possibly can. Uh, he's done the best he could, and he's doing the best he could. And he's going to run again in 2024, because if he wouldn't have done what he would have done, um, we would have been in death camps, basically. That's the truth. So he's done a wonderful job. I mean, I think that Jordan Peterson is an awesome clinical psychologist, but sometimes people have to know where and how to step. I may not be brilliantly eloquent, but I know when I hear something that sounds displeasing, not because I'm a fanatical individual, because sometimes saying certain things is not necessary if it's not going to help, you know, because what the president has done, he's done for a reason. And currently, our world is basically falling apart so that we can start a new world. So everything's changing, okay? So if this whole thing was said out of propaganda, then it's totally different, okay? But I just had to get that out my system, you know. All in all, let's continue to ask about the pendulum. Okay, show me yes and show me no. Okay, I asked about the polar vortex last time. However, this weekend they say it's going to be warmer. Okay, is it going to be warmer this year? It says no. Is it going to get really cold? It said yes. Will it get cold by the end of October? No. Will it get cold by the beginning of November? Yes. Will we have another blizzard similar to the one in 1977? It said maybe. Will it be colder than it was in 1977? Yes. Will we have an Alaskan cold front? Yes. Will many homes be without heat? It says maybe. Stop. Will many homes be without heat? It says maybe. Okay. This pendulum, if it says something, that's what it means, okay? Okay. All right. I don't know if I asked this question. Okay. Will animals, pets, dogs, and cats, will they get justice with vaccines as well? Because they say that a lot of the vaccines that veterinarians give animals, instead of helping them, it hinders their health, especially the rabies vaccine. Is that true? Will vaccines for animals be, um, will it get better as time goes on? Uh, will that happen by next year with the vaccines for animals? It says yes. Okay, I'm going to ask some questions about that. Okay, are a lot of these ailments that animals have, as far as seizures, as far as epilepsy, that dogs get cancer, crippling of the legs, problems with breathing, is that coming from the vaccines that the veterinarians are giving the animals? Yes. It says yes. So people, you got to activate for your animals because your animals can't talk. Okay, your animals can't talk. I remember the last time I gave my dog, she had a Dempster mixed with a rabies, and she was sick for a whole month. She had red spots. Her eyes were red. She couldn't walk. She couldn't breathe. I stood up all night and I just prayed for her. I prayed for her, you know. I kept praying. She got a little better, but she was sick the whole week to the point that I had to take her to the hospital the following month. And then she got better because I did a lot of praying. But the doctor, the veterinarian, wanted to check her heart and charge me an arm and a leg when I already had taken her to the hospital and spent $150 for her. So people advocate for your animals, your cats and your dogs. Do not trust these veterinarians. Do not trust any damn body. I'm sorry. Do not trust anybody. And just, you have to advocate because your animals are like family, and they're important and they can't speak up. And sometimes they sense, because when I took my dog to the last veterinarian, I believe it was in September, she was able to sense, and she already was feeling uncomfortable. She was all over me because she probably sensed so many of the cats and dogs that were probably put to sleep or either given vaccines to worsen their health, so that then the fur moms and fur dads could come and pay the veterinarians more money. That is foul, truly foul. Okay. Will these vets, these crooked vets, will they continue to do what they do, or will they straighten their act out and try to help the um, the fur moms and dads and the animals? Will they help? Okay. How many percentages of these veterinarians will be on the good side? Will it be 100%? No. Will it be 90%? No. Will it be 80%? No. Will it be 70%? No. Will it be 60%? No. Will it be 50%? 40%? 30%? So you're telling me that 30% of these veterinarians will be in it for the good to help the animals? It says yes. Will that happen by next year? Yes. Will we have to do some searching for good veterinarians out there? Yes. Okay. With that spoken, will this also happen in our medical industry? Will we have a large percentages of the doctors wanting to help the patients? Okay. Will it be 100%? Stop. Will it be 90%? Stop. Will it be 80%? So 80% of the doctors will want to help the patients. Okay. Is that going to be because the big pharma and the medical system is going to come down? Yes. Okay. 80%. I wonder where that 80%, if it's going to be holistic. Hold on one second. Is 80% of the medical system going to go into the holistic medicine? Yes. Are we still going to have some of those Rothschild and other medical people in the industries available? No. Are they going to be hidden, however? Yes. So you're still going to have those math scientists behind some type of syringe and a little little thing in their basements, probably, trying to have that same superpower that they had before. All in all, yeah, that is the questions that I wanted to ask about that. So we covered the animals, we covered some people. What else for 2023? So this is things that will come out. All of this will come through by next year with the animals, with the doctors and all. Solar flash will be more of it'll all depend on how you've been working your spirituality, which is how you're going to ascend, because people don't believe that you are able to reach fifth dimension in your physical body. And currently, right now, if you haven't noticed that the ascension process causes swelling, it causes back pains, it causes a lot of confusion, or a lot of ringing in the ear. When you have that ringing in the ear, the ringing in the ear can possibly mean that you're connecting to your DNA. If you look at the sun, at the sky, you notice that when you look at it from afar, you see the pink and the blue. So you notice and you know that our environment is changing. And the reason why it's changing is because we're in a different timeline. Okay. Linear timeline. When they say, oh, the times are changing, the end of times, because it's going to be ending the linear time. Linear times were what the reptilians brought about, or draconians brought about, right? Linear times to keep us enslaved, to keep us stuck, to keep us old, so we can age all the time and not evolve, right? Because in reality, we've gotten, a lot of us have gotten physically older because we've thought about the aging process, and our DNA was kind of cut off to junk DNA. But as the solar flares continue to flare, the solar flares continue to disperse, something in the cosmos and connect with the sun, it's going to continue to, flare, but not in full throttle, however, step by step. And currently, right now, I'm going to give us some high vibes with the, solar flares. High vibes, people. Anyways, the frequencies connect with our DNA because we're energy, right? And all of this connects with our DNA, you know, the quartz and the stones and the rocks, you know, all of this, it blends in with our energy, you know, because it's part of the earth, right? All of these stones and quartz and all of that, all of it, it connects with us because that's what we are. We're energy. However, we're living in this body. So we're like pieces of God living in the body, and we all connect somehow. But sometimes, you know, we have problems with a certain personality and we just don't get along. So it's just best, you know, wish you well from afar, you know, and keep going, but avoiding any type of, you know, challenges or confrontation, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, because as we continue, you know, you don't want to be angered, and you don't want to think crazy or angry thoughts, because you're going to age in dog years. This is the age of Aquarius, and you don't want to age in dog years. So let's hit that singing bowl for let's keep it calm and keep it peaceful. Let's keep it peaceful. Aiming high to ascend beautifully. And every time we want to go into the fifth dimension, when that time comes, we'll be able to go and come back and remember everything, right? That's what we want. That's what we want. Warriors of the light. That's what we want, right? We want to keep that high vibe. Keeping it high, baby. That's the only way to go. This is for all of us. Let's keep it peaceful. Keep it moving. If it's negative, if it's not serving you, let it go and keep it moving, baby. All right. Keep it moving. Okay. Show me yes. Show me no. A question that I wanted to ask, because some people are afraid to live in the city, and a lot of people prefer to live either in suburbs, or some people prefer to have like a homestead, or live out on the grid. Okay, with the solar flares, you know, when they happen, will it affect the city? Will this affect the city? Said yes. Okay. Will we have flooding in the cities? Said yes. Will we have fires? Said no. Will there be earthquakes? No. Will Chicago have a lot of flooding? No. Will Chicago get some sort of rioting for the ending of this year? Will Chicago do any type of rioting for next year? Yes. Will Florida get some more flooding? Hurricanes? Yes. Will Florida get any hurricanes for this year? It said maybe. So Florida, if you're hearing this, keep your prayers up to push it away, just in case, because prayer can push everything that's negative out of the way. You can pray it out. Okay, will Florida get heavy hurricanes next year? Yes. Yes. Will California get any forest fires this year? No. Will California get any earthquakes for next year or this year? Will California suffer from any flooding? Said yes. Will it flood this year? California flood. Will there be floodings in California for this year? No. Will it flood next year? Will there be some flooding? Okay, so basically the flooding is coming from, it's like a purge. It's like um everything, like we had the dumps. We had a lot of underground secrets, and a lot of dumps were underneath. And they were also talking about a lot in the rainforest that many of the reptilians or draconians lived underground, and they are concerned about the solar flares